abrazar.
Sí, sí, Marge. Voy a ser más amable. Luego voy a abrazar a unas víboras. Sí, voy a abrazar y besar a unas víboras venenosas. ¡Ay, qué sarcasmo!
Señor Simpson, se lo aseguro, este cheque suyo no es negociable.
Ah, ¿no? ¿Y por qué está tan seguro?
¿Ve dónde dice no tiene fondos y no es un cheque válido? Valor 1/10 de centavo. Y señor banquero, no pague este.
¡Cállese!
No, nadie notará que llevas camisa rosa al trabajo.
Un momento. Regrésela. Acercamiento. ¿Quién es ese hombre de rosa?
Es Homero Simpson, señor, un vasallo del sector 18.
Simpson, ¿eh? A juzgar por su pintoresco atuendo, debe ser un anarquista alborotador.
Llamaré a seguridad, señor.
¡Excelente! Estos monitores a color ya se pagaron solos.
Gastaste $5,200 en cerveza.
¿$5,200? ¿De qué estás hablando? ¿Qué? ¡Oh! Las vendí todas por $25. ¡No!
No es correcto, pero descanse el alma. Nunca me repondré de esta, Otto.
Claro que Simón. Mi nena me abandonó y se casó con mi hermano. Sí, dolió. Pero aquí estoy un mes después y estoy durmiendo en su sofá.
Tienda de mascotas baratas. Si lo acaricia, lo compra.
Por Dios, ¿qué es ese olor? ¿O es usted?
Hijo, voy a darte una lección. Voy a quedarme aquí viéndote fumar cada uno de esos cigarrillos y así aprenderás.
Oye, niño, Tony me envió por la mercancía.
Es toda tuya, viejo.
Te ves muy bien con cigarrillo, muy sofisticado.
Hijo, no volveré a dudar de ti.
Oye, qué final. ¿Quién hubiera pensado que Darth Vader era el padre de Luke?
No se puede quedarse. Gracias, muchas gracias por decirlo.
Es el regalo perfecto para cumpleaños, graduaciones, juntas de consejo.
¡Está despedido!
Viene el cumpleaños de Bart.
Ordene ahora porque hay pocas unidades.
¡Ay, pocas! ¿Todavía le quedan micrófonos?
Sí, algunos.
Lo siento, papá, pero el campeón Ronnie Beck no deja que su padre le ayude en nada.
Pero puedo ayudarte, soy bueno. He construido muchas cosas de la casa. El anaquel para especieros. La casita para las aves. Los juegos. Ay, ¿qué fue eso?
Charla sensual.
Ha marcado la línea de la fiesta. En un momento lo comunicaremos a una fiesta encendida con mujeres muy hermosas. Ahora vamos a la fiesta.
Hola.
Sí, diga.
¡Hola!
¿Hay alguna hermosa mujer ahí?
¿Quién habla?
¿Es usted una mujer?
¿Cree que tengo voz de mujer?
Esto no es una fiesta, como dijeron.
¡Mau! ¡Maldito caramelo de bienvenida! ¿Aló?
Muy buenos días, servicio de despertador.
Servicio de despertador, son las 2 de la mañana.
Perdón, gordito.
Yo no ordené que mataran a ese Skinner.
¿Pero no es la cabeza de esta pandilla?
No, yo solo los visito de vez en cuando porque vivo cerca.
Entonces, ¿quién es el líder? El capo de tutti il capi.
Ese muchacho.
Oye,
Perdóneme, don Bartolomeo.
por eso no te invité a la fiesta. ¿Qué tiene contra mí? Dice que eres una mala influencia. ¡Mala influencia, mis calcetines! ¿Cuántas veces te he dicho que no le hagas caso a tu madre? Pero Bart amenazó con quitarme mi domingo. Te daré el doble de lo que ella te da.
Obtuve mis primeras risas imitando a mi padre. Bla, 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 Moisés. Bla, 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 oración.
Hijo, tú no tienes que seguir mis pasos.
No te preocupes, ni siquiera me gusta bañarme después que tú.
¡Ay, eres un...
Mi amigo y yo apostamos algo. Oye, ¿no eres tú la prima de Marilyn Monroe? Creo que sí lo es.
Puede consolarte el hecho de que algo que tú creaste está haciendo feliz a mucha gente.
¡Ay, claro! ¡Si estoy haciendo feliz a la gente! ¡Soy el hado mágico de la felicidad! ¡Vengo del país fantástico de la felicidad! Ah, por cierto, estaba siendo sarcástico.
Oye, ya viste a Lenny, viene del cirujano plástico.
Flanes, Lenny, qué bien te ves.
Bueno, empecé levantándome un ojo, pero después me gustó esto.
Niño, no te voy a defraudar, te lo juro.
Cuando salgas de allí, lo primero que verás será un hombre con un buen empleo.
Sí, al doctor.
Chocolate. ¡No! Chocolate. ¡Oh! March, necesitamos más helado de fresa, vainilla y chocolate.
¿Te irritas fácilmente?
¡Mar, cállate o te callo!
Sí. ¿Mojas los pantalones? Bueno, cualquiera puede tener un accidente algún día.
Entonces pasé.
No. Cuidado con él. Moja los pantalones.
Miren esto, el baño del presidente. ¡Oh, por favor!
¡Bárbara Bush!
¡Oh, esas malditas credenciales!
¡Calla! ¿Dónde la quieres, Skinner? No eres listo.
¡Rayos!
Oigan, ¿cuánto nos dan por esto?
Dijeron que lo cambiaron lo suficiente para no tener que pagarnos.
Van a echarnos a todos.
Solo veo rostros preocupados. Excepto Lenny. Él se ve muy bien.
Pero si es el peor día de mi vida.
¿Quién quiere hacerse rico hoy?
¡Yo lo dije primero!
Primero, quiero asegurarles que esto no es una de esas pirámides fraudulentas de las que hablan. ¡No, señor! Nuestro modelo es el trapezoide, que garantiza a cada inversionista 800% de utilidad en su primer... ¡No, la policía!
Tomando firmemente al niño con sus garras, Atila logrará sacar al niño. Observen. Creo que no volverá.
A él le decimos el jefe. Está aquí desde 66. Nunca habla, nunca mueve un músculo.
Hola, jefe.
Hola. Ya era hora de que alguien me saludara.
Alemanes sábenlo todo. ¿Cómo saben que no ofrezco seguridad? ¡No! ¿Qué diablos pasa aquí? ¿Todo está bien?
Vayan al demonio.
Un problemático en la cabina 8.
Oh, olvídalo. Clave roja en la cabina 3.
Por Dios, no son los calcetines que ella traía.
Vamos.
Bart, si yo fuera tú y tú yo, ¿me devolverías el yo-yo?
Ahí lo tienes. No te creas. Toma. No te creas. Taxidermias Joe's. Mátelos y rellénelos.
Muchacho, cuando llegue a casa te voy a tomar de la garganta y voy a llenarte de besos y caricias.
Homero, ya no te metas de esas cosas. ¡Barriga roja, barriga roja, barriga roja! Ya basta, muchachos. Esa barriga no se va a poner más roja.
¡Claro! ¡Enano! Gracias, Bart.
Bart, quiero números de suerte. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Ajá. ¿Qué día los cumples? ¿En serio? ¿Y el cumpleaños de Lisa? ¿Qué? ¿No sabes cuándo cumple años tu hermana? ¿Qué clase de hermano eres?
Soy un hombre que trabaja todo el día sin cesar.
Doctor, no tenía que estirparle la vesícula.
Regrésela.
Si salvaste a Selma, ¿por qué estalló la habitación?
Yo contestaré a eso. Los muchachos y yo celebrábamos el éxito y yo tiré mi fósforo en las cercanías del lugar del crimen. ¡Ah, sí, el gas!
March, yo fui a muchos conciertos de rock y no me hizo daño. Sí, cómo no. Vámonos, muchacho.
Oh, y dejaste de mojar la cama en segundo grado.
¿Eso dice?
Descuida, eso se olvida. ¿Cómo me olvidaron a mí en esa jaula de tigre durante 18 meses? En las noches despertaba gritando.
Examen físico anual. No hacer bromas.
¿Olvidaste que había examen físico?
Sí.
¡El Canarios! ¡Gas! ¡Fuera del agujero!
Señores, este canario murió de causas naturales.
¡Al agujero!
Aquí estoy, mamá, pero no abras la...
Bart, también te hace falta ropa interior.
Top, ¿quieres verduras?
Y aún así, ahí va el mejor empleado que ha tenido un mini supermercado.
Ever wonder what would happen if Homer Simpson faced the music for his, shall we say, questionable actions? Well, I've been binging The Simpsons like they were tough beer, and let me tell you, this nuclear safety inspector is a walking, talking OSHA violation.
All right, get in there.
You're going down. Everything from minor mischief to crimes that make even Mr. Burns look like an angel. Let's jump right in. Driving without a license? That's nothing new for Homer. And drunk driving? Dude's no stranger to that one either. He's pulled that stunt more times than we can count, but I'll list one of his funniest stints. So one time, Homer's driving Barney home because Barney's too drunk to drive.
Barney, give me your keys. You're too drunk to drive.
I'm fine.
Okay? You leave me no option.
Ow! 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 All right, here, take the keys.
But the thing is, Homer himself is too drunk to drive as well, and that is why he stopped by the cops.
Gulp. W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Won't you come and play with me?
Flawless.
And though he almost got away with it, Barney got him arrested.
Oh, I guess you're free to...
Give him the breathalyzer!
Huh? You're under arrest.
No!
Homer gets what he deserves. His license is revoked, and he has to attend traffic school and 2 months of Alcoholic Anon meetings.
Your license is hereby revoked, and you are to attend traffic school and 2 months of Alcohol meetings.
Your Honor, I'd like that last remark stricken from the record.
No.
The first-time DUI offense will get him a measly 48 hours of jail time, nothing compared to the rest of the convictions you're about to see. He'll also be charged $6,250 and get his license revoked for a year. All I want for Christmas is for Homer to be normal, which I've accepted is just not going to happen. We see exactly him not being normal when, for Christmas one year, Homer ends up buying an expensive gift for himself instead of buying a Christmas tree or a gift for his family. Very selfish move on his part.
You wasted our money on something extravagant for yourself.
There's a trickle-down theory here. If I'm happy, I'm less abusive to the rest of you.
And, well, his family doesn't let it go that easily, and they make sure he knows he screwed up big time.
I am not returnable.
When he tries to make it up to Marge, she reminds him once again that he was selfish for what he did.
You just don't get it, do you? Christmas is a time to think of others. But today you showed you only care about yourself.
At least Homer finally gets that actions have consequences. He regrets it greatly while he sleeps on the couch, and then he suddenly plans to change his ways and become the nicest man in town, basically taking Ned's title.
From now on, I will stop being selfish and start being good. I'll be the nicest man in town.
Homer does multiple nice things, like giving clothes and food to hobos.
The hobos sure will appreciate our old clothes and lima beans.
No need, Flanders. I've already given them my old clothes.
He gives Lenny a photo cube to make up for his lame present earlier.
Listen, Lenny, I know I was a pretty bad Secret Santa, so I wanted to make it up to you.
Wow, a photo cube with pictures of us.
And I filed down all the sharp corners. See? Your eye is completely safe.
Oh, wow, it just stings a little.
And he even gives his last pork chop to Marge, which makes her burst into tears of joy.
Marge, you want this last pork chop?
I dreamed of the day you'd say that.
Lastly, he also gives donations to the church.
I'm afraid you're a distant second this week.
I'm not looking for glory or wealth. I'm just buying that Stairway to Heaven Jesus thing.
Well, Ned is not happy with that, and to get his nicest man in town title back, he goes on and buys everyone presents.
Here you go, Principal Skinner, Mrs. Skinner.
You're actually giving everyone in town a Christmas present?
What's your angle, pervert?
My angle is giving in this world, living in the next.
Now, Homer's thinking about doing that, but he's got no new ideas. So Lisa reminds him of Buddhist ways where they believe that Christmas has gotten too materialistic and everyone would be better off without presents.
Actually, most people now feel Christmas has gotten too materialistic. In fact, as a Buddhist, I believe people would be a lot happier without presents.
You've given me a lot to think about.
Now, the normal thing to do here would be to just not do anything. But Homer, if we have not established that already, is not normal, is he? He decides to steal everyone's presents, which definitely isn't something the nicest man in town would be doing. Everyone riots against Homer when they find out that they're all gone.
Give back all presents, stupid man!
Shouldn't you all be singing carols or something?
And so he has no choice but to return their presents.
I think the only thing left to do is return all your gifts. Ned?
It'd be my pleasure, Homer.
Well, that worked out in his favor, but I'm pretty sure he's never getting the nicest man in town title back. In Fat Man and the Little Boy, Homer also steals plutonium to help with Lisa's physics project. So we've got another offense to charge him with. For all the time he's been guilty of theft, Homer will be looking at 9 months in the Springfield Slammer, and he'll be paying $11,250 in fines. Remember that time Marge broke her leg and ended up at the hospital?
Somebody get a doctor!
Homer is left in charge of the house now, and let's just say that it's no less than a garbage dump at this point. Is that a toaster floating around? Since Lisa's the only one trying to get the house in working order, she gets agitated and decides to teach them a lesson. She puts paint on Bart and Homer to make them think that they've got leprosy because of the unsanitary conditions.
Let's see. Crusty sores?
Yes.
Horrible wailing?
Yes! Yes!
Any exposure to unsanitary conditions?
Duh, we're pigs.
And diagnose.
You've got leprosy.
Leprosy!
Now, being unhygienic as a person isn't a crime, but exposing your children to unsanitary conditions to the point of affecting their health and endangering their lives? Yeah, that's definitely child endangerment. And for that, Homer will be looking at a year in jail and $1,000 in fines. Maybe a conviction gets him to clean up the house a little. Even if Homer was arrested according to Springfield laws, there's no guarantee that he'll abide by them. We see a clear example of that when Homer gets punished for brawling on St. Patrick's Day and is told by the judge that his bail is set at $25,000.
Homer Simpson, you're a repeat offender.
Repeat.
Bail is set at $25,000. I suggest you see a bail bondsman.
Homer sees a bail bondsman and is told to show up at his court date.
We'll put up your bail money, just pay us 10% and show up for your court date.
But of course, he doesn't do that and instead tries to be a bounty hunter since he lost his job after getting convicted.
What a great job. And I could use a job right now.
Whoa, not just anyone can be a bounty hunter. There is a $10 filing fee, but you can get around it. Congratulations, you're now a bounty hunter.
He goes on to ask Flanders to become a bounty hunter with him, and their partnership lasts some time. At least before they have a fallout and Flanders decides he's out of the bounty hunting business. But things take a turn when he's told he needs to turn in one more bail jumper.
Lucky Jim, I'm out of the bounty hunting business.
Not so fast, Ned. I got one more bail jumper for you to pick up.
Forget it. So that's that. I suggest you call Homer Simpson.
This is one jumper that Homer can't catch. Seems he never showed up in court on his St. Patrick's Day arrest.
Now, Flanders shows up at Homer's house in an attempt to arrest him, which leads to an epic chase.
You'll never take me alive! I got you, my friend.
Thanks, but what are you holding on to?
Well, I'm...
And after a long chase by Flanders, they both get stuck in concrete, and Homer finally ends up getting arrested.
Simpson, we're gonna put you away for a long, long time.
It's ironic that Homer was out there bounty hunting, but ended up getting arrested for bail jumping himself. He'll now end up having the same fate as the people he caught, and will be served with a fine of $6,250 and 1 year in jail. Honestly, for this next one, I gotta applaud his way of thinking. So Marge and Homer are out wine tasting together.
It goes great with the Jolly Rancher I'm sucking on.
And they get a bit too drunk, while their kids are with them.
Tell Mama what Mama don't like.
Wow, Mom and Dad sure are having fun.
As long as they're not hurting anybody.
Uh-oh.
Whoa! Unfortunately, the two continue drinking for several days on different occasions. Now, a very drunk Homer is driving a very drunk Marge home from an event. You just know this is not going to end well. Homer crashes the car without even realizing he's crashed the car because he's that gone. He panics as soon as he hears the police coming near his car because he knows if he gets another DUI, his license will get revoked once again. So he does what he can think of at the moment and places a very drunk and almost unconscious Marge in the driver's seat. To make matters worse, he gaslights Marge into thinking that it was her who drove drunk.
I can't believe I drove drunk.
But you do believe it, right?
I don't know what to believe anymore.
That's my girl.
Homer now has multiple DUIs that we know of, and now he's framed his wife for it too and made her believe that she was the one driving under the influence. For a second DUI offense and framing Marge for it, Homer will be spending 1 year and 6 months in jail and pay up to $7,250 in fines. Pretty well deserved, because not only is Homer a criminal here, but he's just a douchebag too. Remember that time Homer's laziness led him down a slippery slope again? As everyone in Springfield is filing their taxes, it gets so crowded that even the news starts covering it. And seeing that, Homer mocks them because unlike the rest of those dumbasses, he filed his taxes a whole year ago.